Hello, and welcome to hopefully third, fourth time's the charm. Wow. Now, I just had it up and running. I'm starting to wonder if this is an issue with OBS. And streaming. Yes. I'm going to try something. I'm recording at the same time I'm streaming. I'm going to try not recording. But I just had this up and running successfully without OBS running. And I successfully fast traveled. Everything behaved. Okay, we're in. Fast travel. Crashed. Well, that didn't fix it. I did do a file validation, and there was a corrupted file, and it got replaced. And that was when I successfully fired up and did a fast travel. I didn't do anything else. But if this is a combination issue with having OBS running, that might actually help narrow down the problem, sort of. Nope, go so far and crashed again. Let's see if that's a known issue. Oh, I think I have an idea. I may have an idea. I'm going to change out. I'm using the game capture hook on OBS. Let's go with window capture. A little bit of a problem. Where am I? Does that work? Hang on. I had it for a second. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, it's not seeing it. Now that can't be right. Did I not have it for a little bit too? Window capture? Try to get me back in there. That may work. We're gonna try this. This is new. I've never done a... This is display capture. Okay, that was distracting. Try this again. Okay. Let's see what happens. Supposedly, the game hook from OBS might be interfering with in-game stuff, which I could understand. So, quick. I wonder if this has been the problem all along. Where are you, you fink? Where are you, you coward? I see. Aha. I kind of like the cannon. I forget what it, now. The cannon uses electron charge packs. Okay. Now let's try our fast travel. Not sure I'm saving myself that much effort now that I've walked this far. Because what I'm looking for is right over in here. I'm not sure there's anything there, but I don't know. There's the pot. Something's there. We haven't discovered it yet. I see it on the HUD. Is there an easy way? I guess the concept of easy is a bit irrelevant. So apparently we have been this way. Oh, yes, we have. I get a funny feeling we're going to have right in the face. Limited range. Really? And a little bit of cumulative damage. Is that the right word? Cumulative? Keeps doing damage for a little bit after. Well, hello. Stand still. Yeah, see? He had one bar left. Is that a path I meant to take? Never did. We're definitely burning through the packs.
Stop that! You'll damage the hull!
Really? knew that was coming. Got a little anxious. Shouldn't there be another one? Don't know where it is. There. Hi, guys. Oh, I missed.
Attention! The bluegrass surrounding the dome absorbs all fertilizer, including fecal matter. This does not give you license to excrete on it. Go right, minion. Sting them in the neck.
I was wondering how fast I could fire. Okay, got a little carried away with that. What are my stats on science? I'm pretty sure I have science maxed out. That might be a book to sell. Magneto hydraulics complex. Sweet. And then this should be the way to the biology lab, whatever it's called. Alrighty. Not sure if using the Tesla cannon in here is a good idea. Sync project sync. What the heck does that mean? swear I keep hearing something. Might be moving around. Oh! Really? I'd like to get those, but oh well. Is there really? There's got to be more to this place. I'm having troubles negotiating this place. I still feel like there ought to be more, but I'm not seeing it, even diving down. I don't see chambers, other than what we've found already. Let's... Not those there for the moment. I want to double check back in there. No. Okay. Nothing there. Nothing but a bunch of water. Fine. Let's snarf some sarsaparillas. So I can grab these machine guns. Run back to the sink. We'll see what this holotape does. No crash. No crash. So far, so good.
Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir.
Well, I was assuming the holotape I had was for this sink, unless it's for the other sink.
Greetings, citizen.
I have
What?
seditious clipboards.
Got any more? Well,
Here and now, got its ups and downs, but focusing on the past.
Oh, God, look at you. You're filthy. I suppose you'll want to clean up then? Oh, it's just so unsanitary. Do you know how many germs are in 1 cubic centimeter of dirt? 70, 100, gajillion. Would you want that getting washed down your gullet day in and day out? I didn't think so.
Fill empty bottles.
Oh, I'd love to, darling, but the circuits that allow me to dispense water into non-organic containers burned out years ago. You'd have to find a replacement for that module.
Okay.
You can have as much as you like. Just, please don't put your lips on the faucet. It's so unsanitary.
Well then. Alright, I have stuff to drop off here. Wait a minute, where's Muggsy? Little Muggy, Mug boy, Muggy. Where are you? There you are.
Oh, please, please! Oh,
Wait a minute, he didn't take the coffee mugs. Did he or didn't he?
oh, please! Oh, sweet, sweet fulfillment! I'll break these down for you just as fast as I can.
Ah, I didn't do this. Missed a step. But he left me with 2 cups. What time is it?
You require some additional services?
Okay, a little bit of healing. Now let's see. Okay, I don't really. Aha, there is a facility, but I don't know if I need to be above. Wait a minute. North Tunnel. That's what I was missing. Someone shot at me.
Oh, my minion, sting them in the name of all that is Mobius.
Sting this, buddy. Where'd the other one go? I know he's over here. I know there was 2. Nice job.
Mobius! You won't escape me! Oh, hit my Robo Scorpion, will you? Activating special attack routine.
Activate this. So, is there any kind of an entrance having to do with the North Tunnel? Don't, well, maybe. Or not, or yes. I see a turret. Overclocked, huh? Get some light on the situation. Hello? I didn't get anything from the turret. I feel cheated. Probably ought to save. What's this? Another one. Another layer. How is Elijah's layer? Not a problem. Okay. Is this all we're going to get? Big old stash? Check the map, and yeah, that looks like about it. This is all blocked off. We'll double check. Is there a door? There is. I missed the door. Really? Oh joy. The bathroom. And thought I saw a holotape out of the corner of my eye coming in? Yes, no. Right there. Light switch number 2. Now, how are we looking? I think that will do. Whoa! Hey, wait a minute.
Klein, as useless as the bottle of the same name. Well, except as an example of an object that you...
Here, I thought I was sneaking back into the...
You're no match for science.
I am science. Don't I look science-y to you? So far, so good. I believe, let's see, nothing in these, right? Right. Okay. It's late. And before we harass Mobius, we should probably have a good night's sleep. Maybe talk to the light switch.
If Sir would press Sir's spinal area against my primary instrument panel, I might vibrate at a soothing frequency.
Absolutely not. Where was the light switch? In here.
How can I illuminate you? I certainly can. How can I illuminate you?
What about the holotape?
Certainly. I'm looking forward to it.
Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir.
I don't remember. Do I actually have something to sell? I do. Yeah, a few things. All right, that's better. Ah, there we go. Very good. A little bit of a snooze.
Got any more
Don't even talk to me. I've seen you with her. How can I illuminate you? Dr. Mobius? Certainly. I'm looking forward to it.
Did I or did I not pick up another holotape? Sync robotic assistant light switch O2. Sync upgrade water production. Is there another light switch? Maybe there.
That was a nice little
Apparently,
catnap.
yes.
How long was I out? Oh, her. Trust me, sweetie, you're better off not thinking about that frigid little ice queen. That bitch. She thinks she's so much better than everybody just because her processors are bigger. Ooh, she makes me so mad. I knew it. You've got a thing for her, don't you? Oh, you just make me sick. You really know how to break a synthetic girl's heart. I was Dr. Mobius's personal assistant. We were studying, oh shoot, what was it? Oh yeah, lightning. No, wait, lighting. That's right, how lighting affects human interaction. Oh, it was super exciting. It turns out that some pretty colored lights can make you way better at talking to people. Oh, I'd love to, sweetie, but I don't have the programming. All the data from the experiments was lost. You'd have to go out into that nasty old crater and find the backup copy. Bye now.
Okay.
Greetings, citizen. Ready to
More seditious clipboards.
I smell sedition.
Shush. Are we set otherwise? I think we are. No more mugs for you. Sorry. Okay. Anybody else that needs to be ruthlessly slaughtered before I entray? Who opened the door? Wait, which one's the entrance? It's a Robo Warfare facility. Oh, I came in this way. Oh, this leads back out the back way to there. Okay.
Attention visitors. Combat experiment in progress. Please put on your goggles
Ow.
my pet, initiate your search and destroy protocol in the name of all that is Mobius! You can't... Ah, there's our victim! You can't avoid the deadly laser sting of... Crush them with your pincers! You'll never deceive me! Crush them with your pincers! You can't avoid the deadly... This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire. Crush them with your...
The giant robo-scorpion's about had it.
Avoid the de- Crush them with your pincers. Defiant... This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my... You coward.
I had him. I protest.
The X-42
Wait a
giant robo-scorpion is alive! Awaken my pet! Initiate your search and destroy protocol in the name of all that is X-42, attack in the neck! Defiant to the... X-42, this is a pre-recorded attack message. You can't avoid...
Gotta watch the rads then.
This is a pre-recorded attack. Crush them with your...
Okay, and that's... Let's see.
You can't avoid the deadly... This is a pre-recorded... You can't avoid... Let's make this sporting. Ah, there! Crush them with your... Defiant... You can't...
What did he just hit me with? Alright, so right at the end, somehow.
Giant robo-scorpion is alive! Awaken my pet! Initiate your destroy protocol in the name of all that is Mobius! Oh, it looks like the target drones got activated and... Oh, how cute! They're engaging the X-42 giant robo-scorpion. Let's see the strap. Crush them with your pincers! X-42, attack in the name of Mobius! You can't
Oh. I wasn't sure if that was me or it dying. Perf. What? No goodies. That's not cool. That it? X-42 security turret. Thank you. I presume this where we came in. Okay, what's all this over here? Drone bays. Emergency shutdown terminal password. That might be handy. Mobius Robo Scorpion. Might be a good idea to go ahead and run that back. See what that's all about. Of course, we're starting to get a little bit loaded up here. Now, what's this shutdown terminal for? The Robo-Scorpion or Mr. Mobius? And that's what I'm guessing for the Scorpion. Oh, wanted the pencil. Well, there is that other turret. It didn't attack me. Sweet. A little late for that. Interesting alternative, though. That one shut down the Scorpion. Okay, so let's see. I've been up to this. Do we not just come from this one? Came in there, we've been up here, right? Double check. No. Give me all the things. Must have all the things. Power regulation terminal. For who? Backup generator log. There. Alright, so that's probably the way to Mobius. I'm thinking unload.
Was the right? Was the haps? Right on, Daddy-o. Just plug it in and I'll mix you up a sweet, sweet sound.
Got Gabriel's bark. I thought I did this already. Robo Scorpion.
Right on, Daddy.
Little info. Bonus damage versus robots. Power armor, critical strike explosion.
Was the haps?
Well, let's see what that bark is all about.
Right on.
Power armor, critical strike, knockback. Oh, I see.
Was that? Right on, Daddy. Let's spin some grooves.
Critical kill dismemberment. That one actually might be fun. We'll try it.
Ooh,
We'll go with that for a while.
Let's turn off the lights and turn on the lights.
No. I thought it was a good idea to do this.
Greetings, citizen. Won't that... Greetings, citizen. Won't...
Cups.
Oh, please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
I think this one's my favorite one.
Oh, sweet! Oh, please! Yep, here you go. Sure.
So regular cups, no. It's got to be coffee cups.
Got any more
Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir.
I actually just want to sell some things. I'm going to keep that for a little bit. Aha! We did get this. Any empty bottle converted to a bottle of purified water.
You've been working with a
Nice.
biological research station, haven't you? I suppose you'll want to clean up. I can do that. They've been thoroughly washed, haven't they?
Sure. Trust me. Sweet. Still missing a holotape, but I have no idea where it might be. As far as I can tell, I've been everywhere there is to be. Pardon me. Where the heck did I fast travel to? Wrong place.
Now you're starting to piss me off. Made in the USA.
Oh, great. Now I gotta go heal up. And deradiate. I forgot about that. Well, since we are now crash free, may as well do it.
You require some addition.
You require some additional services?
Thought I said yes. Oh, I said do nothing. Good job. There we go. Much better. Now let's try to go where we're supposed to go this time. Forbidden Zone Dome. All right, Mobius, I'm here. Come for a little chat. Is that you? Since these are going to be handy. Got his scrubs. That's interesting. Got his glove.
They said I was mad. Preposterous. Not an angry bone in my body. Have them all moved.
There's something up here. There's stuff in here. Do we plunder before we engage?
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now.
Combat armor. How is mine doing? Definitely was a good idea to go ahead and unload before coming up here. Brain take. Is that my brain?
said I was mad. Preposterous. Not an angry bone in my body. Have them all roll. I'm imagining
Someone's having a little bit of a problem with mentats.
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations. Electrons attached to the neutron. The neutron's attached to the meson. Meson's connected to the proton.
Mobius, you're bonkers. Just like the rest of them. And your place is a mess. There. Got it all cleaned up for you. Save. Let's see what happens. Ooh.
Huh? Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing, you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely. Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. Flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat? I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel.
I bet you do.
I forget them all not long after, though. Especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end. Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I. Oh, a variety of raisins. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition. I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh, well. Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers. The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break. Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose. I find things curious as well. Go on. Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts. Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do. Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming. Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then... The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. Probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan Bs in case the A's fail. Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional. Really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do. Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host. There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts. Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem. And the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation... Not much, except they contaminated Big Mountain and installed new ideas in the think tank. One caused a great deal of infrastructure damage with his brain and smartiness. Ruthless, that one. Played a little rough with the trains. But the last one was the most dangerous. Him, slipping away. That was almost as bad as the think tank escaping. I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly. Yes, my overly aggressive, cammed-up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so. Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried. The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either. Yes, this is getting interesting. You are just filled with these little slices of curiosity, aren't you? Oh, intriguing. I've never been killed before. Although, after that time I got that phlegmy discharge in my biogel, I wished I had been. Well, if there's going to be killing, I defer to your expertise in this matter. How should we begin? Engineering viruses, cancerratic beams, atomics, electrocutioning? Or should I summon my minions? Yes, my minions. Oh, now you've done it. I feel a twinge of regret over that little mistake I left on. Minions, destroy this intruder! Or perhaps make it more dramatic. Minions, to me! Oh yes, that's quite a bit better. I attack you. Attack you.
Okay then, that was
Attack
really
it.
weird.
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations.
I'm not doing very well. A little bit of this. Have a bitter drink. Have one of those.
With a capital G! Electrons attached to the neutron. The neutron's attached to the meson. Meson's connected to the proton.
Wow. Trashing my combat armor. That sucks.
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations. You've made science mad. Very mad indeed. So, you think you're a match for science? You couldn't possibly have a relationship. You have nothing in common. Attacking with a capital G! Electrons attached to the neutron. The neutron's attached to the meson. Meson's connected to the proton.
That did a whole lot better than I thought it would. Now, I thought there was another perk having to do with increasing our experience. We need that. No! That on the robots. Let's go get our brain. I was actually starting to wonder if we were going to have a different conclusion with Mobius other than, let's see, brain, yeah, it's over there. I have an extra 6 pounds. How much does my brain weigh? A big old heavy thing made out of lead.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Don't get smart with me, brain.
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
You're a bit of a smart aleck.
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome. I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though. Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it. Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied. Barring the unlikely event that I evolve some sort of rocket-propelled locomotion, I will be here.
How am I supposed to retrieve my brain? I'm missing something. get rid of a little bit of weight here. How much over? 6 pounds. All right. Was thinking of drinking some sarsaparillas, but not that much.
Ah, the meat has returned. Lovely. Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you? Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you. Fine, perhaps now isn't the best time, but it's the principle of the thing. Oh, had I? What exactly will you do if I don't? Not put me back in that cranial dungeon you call your head? Heavens forbid. You wouldn't. That's inhuman. You're a monster. A deranged, self-destructive monster. I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you. Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones. I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it? Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it? I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us. Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share. And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead. Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin
I should have
rushes
picked
when
the
we
first
saved
one
the day.
just to see what it said.
All right. What's the plan? Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
So I wonder, is it going to tell us what we gain or lose by swapping out our spines and hearts and stuff?
Greetings, citizen. What? Greetings, citizen. Got any more?
All right, little Mugsy.
Oh,
Muggy.
please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
My favorite.
Oh, sweet, sweet fulfillment. I'll break these down for you just as fast as I can. Oh, please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
I did not just do that again. do some repairs. See what I can repair. Not you. We're going to sell the scientist scrubs. Can't repair that. Double check this. No. How about you? Okay, not going to do that. I want both of those. Take that back. I want the heavy incinerator. Start with the ones that were dead. That'll work. Sell the others. That'll work. I think I'm selling both of those. Am I happy with that? Okay, now do I have, I'm going to keep, yeah, I'm going to keep you. Keep you. Think that'll work?
Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir.
Now, see what I can sell. You. You. Those. All of those. All of those. Could have dropped off the, well, might see if I can repair the stealth suit.
Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir.
What can I do? I think the stealth suit is going to be the highest priority. How about the elite? Just out of range for the elite. We'll do the right gear helmet though. I think we'll call it good. Okay, what am I doing for apparel? Going back to that, I think. Yep. Okay. Drop off what I'm not wearing. Need to go fill those bottles.
Between you and me, I think the Central Intelligence Unit is a bit of a snob. I can do that.
Sweet. Alright, let's save. So we don't go through all that again.
You require some additional services? And rightly so, I should think.
So I can't put the brain in here. Place your heart back in your chest and reattach your spine. We have lost the heartless perk. Less resistant to poison. Robots are only somewhat confused by you. I'm actually... I'll take the healing items being twice as effective over either of those. Now,
You
what about my
require some
spine?
additional services? Concerned about the state of your mind? I should make you aware that the benefit... Well, I'll be right here if you change your mind.
Might have to do that
You
anyway.
require some additional...
Okay, spineless perk. The torso, okay, so I was able to avoid being crippled in my torso, but now I lose that and get my strength and damage threshold back. I'll take it. Now what about my brain?
If you haven't found any communists in your backyard, you're not looking hard enough.
Hello, Dr. Klein. Time to have a final chat. Dr. Klein.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped? A fight? I've never been in a fight. What do I... Ah! Colleagues! Think tank! Alert! Alert! We are under attack! Ah! Kill it! Kill it!
That worked pretty good last time.
If we scare it, maybe it'll give up. I don't even know what my weapons do. Behold the power of science!
Yes. I was gonna say, that was a direct hit. That worked very well against them. That all of them? I thought I was supposed to get my brain reinstalled. If I remember right, I've already looted what was going to be looted. Maybe not. That wasn't very much for being a locked room. Really? What were Dr. Mobius's glasses doing here?
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
The Forbidden Zone continued to be, true to its name, forbidden. No more robo-scorpions were sighted in its canyons. Big Mountain became even emptier, devoid of Dr. Mobius's proclamations forecasting the destruction of anything that dared possess sentience. Still, it is said he lived on in the equations inscribed on the floor and walls of the Forbidden Zone dome. A cobweb tracery of symbols that told of 1,000 brilliant thoughts, now lost to time.
The Sync atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant, and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The Sync continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magneto-hydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except, he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty,
punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it, without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ, and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with the lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
I had my brain back in my body. Ooh. Got my drain damage threshold increased again. Transportal ponder. Capable of transporting between the wasteland and big empty. Oh, excellent. Well, that was all fine and dandy. Did I pick up anything I want to sell? Because it's time now to start shuffling everything. Back to our base. Bunch of weirdos. I think I have to go to the balcony. Is that true? Do I go to the tunnel? I have no idea how to get out of here. This didn't do me any good. Wait a minute. All right, you fink. I thought this was down. Try that again. The perimeter's supposed to be down. Okay. Oh. Didn't know that was a thing. Can I do it anywhere? That's what I want to know. We'll find out. I assume it's always going to dump me back here, no matter what. Hi. No. What were you doing here? Whoa! Why was there two of them? Was he dead or not? I got no hit points. I protest. Really? Okay, let's approach from this direction. I'm really gonna have all these guys to contend with now. What, no death claws now? Well, what the heck was that all about then? That was weird. I'm hoping I'm not going to need those while I'm dropping them off. I don't know. Do I really want the Dino toy here? Ah, binoculars. Meant to drop off the Tesla cannon. Not sure why binoculars are considered a weapon, but I'm gonna put them over here. Where the heck am I gonna put the dino toy? In the... there we go. Sell the glove and the steady. Oh, the roughen. Let's drop that off somewhere. This is where I'm keeping all the drinks. Grab all those. I think we'll sell those off. Now let's see, I dumped a bunch in here, didn't I? Wonder if I could sell that. Better not be a one-time shot.
Might I be safe in the assumption that matters with the think tank have been satisfactorily concluded vis-a-vis your residence in this domicile?
Pretty much.
Very good, sir.
Get some... Didn't make much, but we'll take it. Good to go. Made a little bit. Need 14,000.
Sir is looking exceptionally sharp today, if sir will permit the compliment.
Really? Cross our fingers. Hope there's no more death claws waiting at their door. That was kind of weird. And there they are. Why? That was nuts. I still want to know why. Oops. Not what I wanted. I'd like to get everything back before we wrap it up. Gonna take some trips though. Really? Why didn't I heal? I have the Cazador eggs here, yes. don't know why I'm carrying around. I meant to drop off the Roughing It bedroll kit. There we go. Okay. That it for that load.
I trust matters regarding your brain were resolved to your satisfaction.
More or less. Much better. Let's see. Load up. Anything else that doesn't weigh anything? Okay, everything else weighed a little too much. All right, so let's transfer back what? Did I have any food items? About the poison glands, where did I drop them off? Not here. Here. Very nice. Pre-war money that I skipped right by. Brush gun. Been carrying that around. Very nice. Whoops. Wrong direction. More stuff. I don't think we ever found all the holotapes either. Nice job. This doesn't seem right. I swear some of this stuff weighs more than it ought to. As you can see right there, but that's only 2 pounds. Did I have something to drop in here? Oh, the gloves. What am I going to do with the bomb collars? Don't know yet. Did I already drop them off? But I thought I had a couple of grenades of some kind. I guess not. Next. Another round. Gabriel, hello. Sorry I missed you. Next. That eye is getting a little creepy. Another round. Let's see, did I have? Thought I had some. There. Couple of food items. Back again. Another round. We'll get there. Sooner or later. Back again. And again. And again. Wait a minute, can the whiskey bottle be filled? The large whiskey bottles? For some reason I thought they were full. We're about to find out. What am I carrying that I shouldn't be? Laser detonator. Oh, the bottles. Oh, I finally crashed again. Since we crashed, we'll save. We'll probably be good for a while yet, but we'll at least have all that progress saved. Oh, I forgot to check the bottles. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would.
You're back, and the brains didn't lobotomize you. Well, not any worse, at least. Hooray! I can do that.
Yippers. That'll work.
Look out! Communist! No, false alarm. It was just a plant.
You think you're funny, don't you? Never knew what the red crystal stuff was all about. Would have thought that'd be something in the story. Getting to be a little too much? Might be. I'm starting to think I'll just wrap it up here. Finish this up offline. This is getting... I wasn't paying attention to the time, and this got a whole lot more involved than I thought it would. We'll get these, then we'll wrap it up. Oops. Oh, I could have dropped off that stuff. I was gonna put the red pasty weird this stuff over in the other box, but I don't think so. They're not ingredients for anything else as far as I know. Unless it's something special. Alright, we're gonna save. Then we're gonna call it here. And we'll be back. I'll make sure I finish transferring the remainder. We don't have to sit around for that. And then I believe we got the stealth suit repaired. And I want to go up to the airfield where the boomers are. See if we can't finish the Brotherhood of Steel busyness. Maybe get us some power armor training. So that would be Tuesday. We'll be back Tuesday, 4 p.m. Central. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you then.